No war is needed for a country to collapse. Economic collapse is slower but more dangerous. People don't notice collapse at first. Daily life feels normal initially. Prices rise quietly. Salaries remain unchanged. Purchasing power declines. Savings lose value silently. Government spending increases. Revenue fails to keep up. Budget deficits widen. Borrowing becomes routine. Debt grows every year. Debt is used for consumption. Productive investment declines. Foreign reserves start shrinking. Imports exceed exports. Trade deficit worsens. Currency pressure increases. Central bank intervenes. Reserves are burned. Currency still weakens. Government denies danger. Officials call it temporary. Experts are ignored. Money printing begins. Inflation slowly rises. Cost of living increases. Middle class feels stress. Poor suffer first. Rich move assets abroad. Capital flight accelerates. Dollar demand spikes. Black market emerges. Official exchange rate breaks. Parallel economy grows. Imports become expensive. Fuel prices rise. Transport costs increase. Food inflation accelerates. Grocery bills double. People reduce consumption. Nutrition quality drops. Health expenses rise. Medicines become scarce. Hospitals face shortages. Education quality declines. Schools lack funding. Universities lose talent. Brain drain begins. Skilled workers emigrate. Youth lose hope. Job creation slows. Unemployment rises. Businesses close. SMEs collapse first. Informal work expands. Tax collection weakens. Government revenue falls. Deficit grows again. Debt interest payments rise. Debt becomes unpayable. Credit rating downgraded. Foreign investors exit. Stock market collapses. Pension funds suffer. Retirement savings vanish. Banks face liquidity issues. Confidence in banks drops. Withdrawals increase. Cash shortages appear. ATM limits imposed. Transfer delays occur. Banks freeze accounts. Trust is destroyed. People panic. Long queues form. Protests erupt. Government responds slowly. Political instability rises. Leadership blames outsiders. Policy confusion spreads. Reforms delayed. Situation worsens. IMF becomes last option. Bailout negotiations begin. Austerity measures announced. Subsidies removed. Taxes increased. Public anger intensifies. Living standards collapse. Crime rates rise. Law enforcement weakens. Corruption becomes survival. Institutions lose credibility. Courts delay justice. Rule of law erodes. Investors stay away. Growth turns negative. Economy enters long-term stagnation. Currency loses credibility. People stop saving locally. Gold and dollars preferred. Cash hoarding increases. Investment activity freezes. Real estate becomes store of value. Housing prices distort. Rent becomes unaffordable. Urban poor increase. Slums expand. Infrastructure spending stops. Public projects halt. Contractors go unpaid. Construction sector collapses. Cement and steel demand falls. Manufacturing slows. Factories reduce shifts. Energy shortages worsen. Power cuts become routine. Productivity drops. Export competitiveness declines. Trade partners lose trust. Supply chains break. Import delays increase. Ports become inefficient. Logistics costs surge. Inflation expectations lock in. People rush to spend money. Velocity of money rises. Inflation feeds itself. Central bank credibility lost. Policy tools stop working. Interest rate hikes fail. Credit dries up. Businesses can't borrow. Startups disappear. Innovation stalls. Technology investment drops. Digital divide widens. Skilled workers leave faster. Universities lose funding. Research stops. Knowledge economy collapses. Media loses independence. Journalism weakens. Misinformation spreads. Fear replaces facts. Society polarizes. Trust between groups breaks. Social cohesion erodes. Public discourse degrades. Extremism gains space. Identity politics rise. Minor issues become conflicts. Street crime increases. Theft becomes common. Police underpaid. Bribery normalizes. Justice becomes expensive. Only elites access courts. Inequality explodes. Wealth gap widens. Social mobility dies. Hard work loses meaning. People disengage. Voter turnout falls. Democracy weakens. Authoritarian tendencies grow. Emergency powers normalize. Surveillance increases. Freedom traded for stability. Stability never comes. Public trust never returns. International image damaged. Tourism collapses. Airlines reduce routes. Hospitality sector shrinks. Service jobs disappear. Women affected first. Child labor increases. Education dropout rates rise. Lost generation forms. Long-term damage sets in. Recovery becomes harder. Decades of progress erased. External aid insufficient. Aid misused. Donor fatigue grows. Global attention shifts away. Country becomes cautionary tale. Others ignore warnings. Cycle repeats elsewhere. Silent collapse spreads. No headlines scream. No war is declared. Flags still wave. Government still exists. But system is hollow. Collapse is complete. Too late to reverse. People normalize crisis. Survival replaces ambition. Long-term planning disappears. Families focus on basics. Marriage rates decline. Birth rates fall. Population ages faster. Workforce shrinks. Dependency ratio rises. Pension systems fail. Elderly fall into poverty. Healthcare becomes luxury. Preventive care vanishes. Chronic illness rises. Mental health deteriorates. Stress becomes constant. Suicide rates increase. Substance abuse grows. Alcohol and drugs spread. Social decay accelerates. Community support weakens. Trust among neighbors fades. Informal networks replace state. Local strongmen gain power. Parallel authorities emerge. State monopoly weakens. Rules become negotiable. Laws selectively applied. Favors replace rights. Citizenship loses value. National identity fractures. Regionalism intensifies. Urban-rural divide widens. Cities decay faster.